Hi, I'm glad you chose to spend some time with me. In this unplanned video, I am going to show you the setup my family and I made for a readathon we are going to take part in 2026. I want to start off by saying that when I set out or started this channel, there is two things that I wanted to incorporate in it. One is family reading, or the activity of reading as a family, because I hear many people say, like, with my kids it's not possible, but I have found that we can, all 7 of us, read, and so it has become something that is part of our lives. But also I wanted to get in these videos some recommendations for books for children of all ages, since this is something that we as a family tend to find lacking on BookTube, that finding fun books for the whole family. The whole family, by the way, is home, so we will have to do with some background noises, unfortunately, but that's part of family life, right? And I was looking for ways to be able to incorporate it more. The first idea was to make some dedicated videos to special age groups, but unfortunately those videos, we made one, I will post it up here. Those videos didn't do very well. So I was looking for a way to incorporate that in, like, our day-to-day videos, and for that we have made some changes for 2026 to this channel. But also we came across a readathon that is called Once Upon a Year, and it is hosted by Katie of the Marjanila. I'm sorry, Katie, I can't pronounce it right there. I will link the announcement video up here, which holds all the other links to Discord and stuff like that. And we thought that this readathon might be very fun to take part in as a family. The title, also Once Upon a Year, makes us think of fairy tales, and the idea of this readathon is to create a story based on the bigger storylines that are offered by the prompts. And since we are doing this as a family, this means that we are going to divide the prompts how do you say it in English? Amongst us, maybe because someone read a book that did fit a prompt, or maybe we will actually go look for a prompt for someone to fit. That will depend on the moments. We also wanted a reading journal to document all that, just for that. And I had this binder laying around, and we thought that a binder would be a good idea, so we can all at the same time, if needed, work on pages to include in it. This binder needed a cover page for the whole project, and in the next clip you will see me create that cover page. after that, I wanted to add in some of the information that it will be useful for us to use whole year long. I did not add in the structure of this readathon, which is the following one. We will have every year a volume, and this volume will be separated in 4 chapters. In each of these chapters will have some core quests and some companion quests that offer storylines of ideas for your story. And each of these will also earn your points that will be some kind of marker of how far you advance, and will give some labels or images on not Instagram, Discord. And then there will also be a festival in each chapter, and that will hold reading prompts as well, and side quests which will hold photo or activity prompts. And those 2 will grant tokens that we can use to buy things on a special market that will allow us, for example, to change or skip prompts. I wanted to include these points and tokens information, so I printed out some of the information pages and we added them in. So I wanted them to be A5, but somewhere it messed up, but that's all right. We will add in, once the paper we ordered for this journal comes in, a sheet over here that will include all the points and tokens that we earn and the tokens that we spent. But then after that, we also needed a cover page for the first volume. And for that, I made a template on canvas. And it is Meyrine who devoted herself for decorating this. The main color of this readathon is purple. Meyrine more likes pinks, so she made a collage with pinks and purples for this page. And that's what we will see next. Now that our volume is created, we also need a cover page for the first chapter. And that is a template that Niklaus wanted to color in. And so we had Niklaus have his way with that. this chapter cover page, we are going to store everything that has to do with the next 3 months, or the first 3 months of this readathon. We started off with this printable that holds all the prompts. So there is normally space that you can add here in Canva, all the book covers. I took that away. We are just going to use this to keep track of us, the prompts that we completed. And after that, we inserted the story that is explaining all the prompts, or the storylines that are with the prompts for this first part. So everything that was released for January, so that we have an overview for our story. This might seem like a very, very sad setup, since it holds mostly printables with text. So what are our plans with this journal? As a family, for each book that is read, the person that has read it will make a journal entry. That might be on a printable that only holds the header of the readathon with first chapter, with a drawing or a combination between drawing and writing or collaging, something that expresses how we felt about this book. But also, of course, with a mention of which book we are talking about. And at the end of the chapter, so at the end of March, maybe the start of April, our family will sit together. We will use a template that will allow us to paste in all of the pictures and all of the book covers that were for this chapter, so that we can add it in front. And when we have all this information, we will go sit down and as a family invent the story that we can with the prompts that we read for and their storylines. And then we will write that out, decorate that, and add that into this reading journal. So along the way, we will be showing those things, and there will be snippets of it in our carousel videos, but we will mainly save this footage for a dedicated video that will come out once the chapter is completed. I hope that you like this idea. I hope that it gives you some inspiration for your own journey in this readathon. And maybe, just maybe, it makes you want to follow our channel to see how our story will unfold. See you soon!